Bitcoin surged past 70K. Yes, it did. And we're going to discuss some of the reasons why. There's been a lot of news on it, and it's unprecedented capital flows from traditional markets. The fat cats are coming in, and we're going to take a look at it. So, although we didn't have any major movements in Bitcoin price, we did go over 70K. We're swinging around that 70K area, but we've actually stabilized and we're probably going to go up. Now, this comes off the news that both Thailand and Australia launched their first Bitcoin spot ETFs, and that provides significant inflow access. Now, these smaller countries are no match for the United States and the effect the United States has. But every little bit helps. You got a couple hundred million from Thailand, a couple hundred million from Australia, and that will slowly move it up. And these things don't have the albatross that the US ETF had with FTX and with Genesis. So they don't really have the downward pressure. So, if this moves it up a couple $100, that moves up a couple $100, then you eventually get a couple $1,000 worth of movement. Also, spot ETFs are now a major source of inflow for fund managers. So the fund managers that have accepted Bitcoin are looking at lots of business. And the ones that haven't accepted Bitcoin, well, they're going to start accepting Bitcoin soon. Otherwise, they're going to lose lots of business. And they definitely don't want to lose lots of business. In fact, Bloomberg analyst Eric Balchunas revealed on X a post, BlackRock's iShares Bitcoin Trust has accounted for 26%, more than a quarter of the flows that the asset manager has seen this year across all its ETFs. It's a major source. BlackRock has 433 listed funds on the market. So even though they have over 400 funds listed on the market, Bitcoin ETF is roughly accounting for 25% of that. So there is massive demand. And other countries are seeing this, and the ones that don't have spot ETFs are thinking, hey, we need some of that spot ETF action so that the money can come flowing into our countries. So you're going to see more and more countries get spot ETFs, and America is not going to want to be left behind on this. Now that Grayscale's outflows, I think, are mostly done because they don't want to exit the market, I think for the rest of the summer, you're going to see mostly positive inflows. And it's not only BlackRock, you have Fidelity, ARK Invest, and other things as well. Also, the acceptance of the Ethereum ETF has really pumped up expectations because now we expect other crypto ETFs to come on board. Probably not at least for a year or so, but it's expected in the future. And you know what? This could definitely extend the bull run if other altcoin ETFs come on board. So there's a lot to actually look forward to. So essentially, after Grayscale's outflows are done, which I think is mostly done, I think the inflows are going to continue coming because more and more managers are going to come on. They're going to see the other managers that had these spot Bitcoin ETFs. They're going to see them gain business, and they're going to want in on a piece of the action because the commissions can make them a lot of money. Of course, moreover, these spot Bitcoin ETF issuers are again seeing increased demand for their funds after recording a lengthy period of significant outflows in April via Grayscale. And specifically, BlackRock has continued to enjoy an impressive run, with the asset manager recording net inflows of $169.1 million on May 31st. So the big inflows are revving up again. Now, the counter to that is MT Gox, but remember, not all the MT Gox people are going to sell. Some of them are actually going to hang on to their Bitcoin, and it's going to be distributed over the next few months, so it won't sell all at once. If you look at the net inflows right now, it is actually really large. And I don't think it's actually going to stop. I think mainstream is getting more and more used to the idea of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, much to Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler's dismay, and they're demanding more and more. Now, politicians are also getting in on it. And politicians, man, if politicians get in on it, there's no telling where this can actually go because they won't vote against their own investments. And also, like I said, America does not want to fall behind the other countries. And, before it was only Europe and maybe a few other countries issuing Bitcoin spot ETFs. But now, Thailand, Australia, Korea, Japan, if they don't have a spot ETF, they want a spot ETF because they see all that money coming in from spot ETFs. China might actually want to change its mind and not only be for Hong Kong, because that Hong Kong spot Bitcoin ETF isn't garnering much attention. They might want a Chinese spot Bitcoin ETF, and that might open the way for China to really get into crypto. Because Xi Jinping is definitely looking at it and he's saying, hey, there's billions of dollars going into these iShares ETFs. I bet Chinese people would actually be interested in an ETF if we had one, and God knows our country needs to raise money somehow sooner or later, whether it's like we want to go to war with Taiwan or like just to improve our internal economy, which is crashing. He might want to issue a spot ETF as well. So a lot of good things are happening. And just like, this little trickle of news bit by bit, it might not seem like much that these random countries are getting ETFs, but added together, they're becoming something big, and that's why Bitcoin is strong right now. So that's the news for today. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.